autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Let it roll, let it roll.
Tight end right. Hey, four down.
Go.
On first down, Luck eluding the pressure right. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check out. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And he's going to go down again. Preston Smith in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
622.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Pulled in at the 24. Whoosh. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And now running right through him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Hot.
On 1st down, Miller. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Here's Miller, going to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. Down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And out come the Dolphins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The kickoff unit. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Eyes on 34.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
To the right. Move.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Miller throwing on 1st down. Open man is Amara Darbo, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On 1st and 10, Miller. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
All right, here we go. Green 30.
On second down, there's the option going left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Hey, we got three down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Miller now from the gun on third down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Mike's 50. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
A handoff to Mixon, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They stumbled on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now Miller looking to throw on second down. And finding the tight end Hooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a third and long here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319.
From the gun, Miller. And he's got a noon one. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Miller operating from the gun. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back to throw, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Drake. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Luck now to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Dolphins. 44 yards. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And with a play clock at 3, we're going to get a timeout called from the sideline as they'll burn the first of their allotted 3. So now here's Luck as his guys will go for 2 here. A toss running left. It's Drake. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Williams to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Miller on first down. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Blue, line it!
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on third down, Miller. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is taken around the 12. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Locke. On the left side, this is Stills. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing is Locke. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Miller now. From the gun, he'll throw. And his throw is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Gun.
Now Miller on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Throwing on first down. Miller, they'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's Miller to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's going to be good.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone has their strengths, eh? So that means you've got to work on both because you never know what. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Out of the gun, Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 3rd and 2, Luck. And right side, Henry's got it. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Miller on 1st and 10. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Over!
On 1st down, Miller forced out to his left. Enunwa's got it, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Miller now throwing on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
Now Miller operating from the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Over. Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Off play action. Miller. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
Looking to throw. Miller. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Miller to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now let's go. Green.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
4 down. Alert.
Leopard.
SOS.
Again, it's Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Tight end's right.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Hey. We got 4.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down.
Blue 40.
Mike, 53. Mike. Oh, get him.
On first down, it's locked. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line.
Check out. Blue 70.
Got 4.
From the gun, here's Love. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Luck being chased out left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Miller throwing to start the drive. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw. Miller got an open man. It's a noon one. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Bills on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Looking to throw. Miller. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19!
Back to throw. Miller. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Miller now throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Now Miller on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up Detroit, 2nd down.
Detroit!
Here's Miller looking to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Lucky 56.
Miller from the gun on third down. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra. That's it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Luck flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Right back to Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll try the air now with Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Locke showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarter...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Andrew Luck, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Yeah, here come the Bills. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Miller. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Bills on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6.
3-19.
Operating from the gun. Miller. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Double tight.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
They'll go with a keeper, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
All right, here we go. 3:19.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Four down. Check, check.
The toss play to Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Bills on third down. They're hitting at 60%. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So it's all going to come down to Steven Hauschka. 3 for 3 so far, and a fourth would win it. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the kid to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bills, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.